Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the presentation of colors by our Nashville Police and Fire Combined Color Guard and remain standing for the National Anthem and Pledge of Allegiance.
Detail. Halt. Clear. Pace. Reset. Hearts.
Today's national anthem will be performed by Captain Marlene Pardue of the Metro Nashville Police Department's Youth Services Division.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Now let's all say the pledge together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Arms. Aye. Face. Forward. March.
Please be seated. Today's invocation will be led by Rabbi Laurie Rice of Congregation Micah.
Good morning. We often wonder about the afterlife and what might come next, and there is a story that is told of a soul who passes on and has to decide, will they spend their time in heaven or will they spend their time in hell? And so the soul is first escorted to survey hell, and much to his surprise, when he arrives there, hell is a beautiful mansion atop a vast rolling meadow with flowers and animals, and the mansion itself is stunning, with no detail missed. And in the mansion there is a large banquet room filled with every delicacy and libation one could possibly imagine. A butler rings the bell, and the inhabitants of hell enter the room. But they are emaciated and they are starved. And the soul wonders, how could this be with so much food and drink to please the people of an entire country? And then the soul sees that the inhabitants of hell could not bend their elbows. So they could grasp at the fabulous food, but they could not put it in their mouths. And so they groaned in hunger and despair, and the soul felt their anguish and begged to be taken away. But when the soul entered heaven to survey the scene, to his surprise, it was identical to hell. The same mansion atop the same meadow, the same stunning decor and beautiful lavish banquet, filled with every delicacy and drink one could imagine. And when the butler rang the bell, the soul braced itself for another horrible scene. But instead came in the inhabitants of heaven, healthy and joyful. They too could not bend their elbows, and so the soul wondered how it was that they were well fed and happy. And as he watched, he beheld the one and only difference between heaven and hell. As the people of heaven approached the banquet table, instead of grasping for food themselves, they turned and fed their neighbors. Today, Mr. Mayor and Madam Vice Mayor and elected members of the Metro City Council, you are charged with the well-being of our city and those of us who live here. You have the ability and leadership to ensure that our city continues to be a place like heaven, a city wherein we all work together to ensure the welfare of every citizen. By modeling what it means to work together and to help one another, you will lead the city from good to great. As we are gathered here today to welcome formally the leaders of this fine city, we ask humbly, may you succeed in all that you do, and may you lead us in wisdom, in righteousness, and faithfulness. May your leadership be accounted to you as sacred service. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless us and keep us all. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yichunecha. May God's graciousness shine upon us. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. And may all of us know God's greatest gift, that is the gift of peace. Together we say, Amen.
Before we proceed with today's ceremonies, let us recognize two former Nashville mayors who are here with us today. Mayor Richard Fulton and his wife Sandra, who led our city from 1975 to 1987. And Mayor Bill Purcell and his wife Debbie Miller, who led our city from 1999 to 2007. We thank you for your leadership and all that you have done to make our city the great place it is today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, your 2011 Metropolitan Council. At-large member Megan Barry. At-large member Ronnie Stein. At-large member Tim Garrett. At-large member Charlie Tigard. At-large member Jerry Maynard. Representing District 1, Lonell Matthews Jr. Representing District 2, Frank Harrison. Representing District 3, Walter Hunt. Representing District 4, Brady Banks. Representing District 5, Scott Davis. Representing District 6, Peter Westerhold. Representing District 7, Anthony Davis. Representing District 8, Karen Bennett. Representing District 9, Bill Pridemore. Representing District 10, Doug Pardue. Representing District 11, Darren Jernigan. Representing District 12, Steve Glover. Representing District 13, Josh Stites. Representing District 14, Bruce Stanley. Representing District 15, Phil Claiborne. Representing District 16, Tony Tenpenny. Representing District 17, Sandra Moore. Representing District 18, Berkeley Allen. Representing District 19, Erica Gilmore. Representing District 20, Buddy Baker. Representing District 21, Edith Langster. Representing District 22, Sherry Weiner. Representing District 23, Emily Evans. Representing District 25, Sean McGuire. Representing District 26, Chris Harmon. Representing District 27, Devette Blaylock. Representing District 28, Dwayne Dominy. Representing District 29, Karen Johnson. Representing District 30, Jason Potts. Representing District 31, Fabian Bedney. Representing District 32, Jacobia Dowell. Representing District 33, Robert Duvall. Representing District 34, Carter Todd. Representing District 35, Bo Mitchell. One more round of applause for the 2011 Metropolitan Council. Now please welcome the Honorable Amanda McClendon, Second Circuit Court Judge in the 20th Judicial District, who will deliver the oath of office to the Metropolitan Council, and Vice Mayor Diane Neighbors.
Don't you think you first?
Yes.
Okay. Repeat after me, please. I, Diane Neighbors,
I, Diane Neighbors,
do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the state of Tennessee,
and the state of Tennessee,
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and with fidelity
and that I will faithfully, impartially, and with fidelity
discharge the duties of Metropolitan Vice Mayor
of Metropolitan Vice Mayor
without fear or favor,
without fear or favor,
and for the public welfare.
and for the public welfare.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Vice Mayor.
Thank you.
Council members, if you would please stand. And you will repeat after me. Raise your right hands, please. I state your name. Do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support the constitutions of the United States and the great state of Tennessee, and that I will faithfully, impartially, and with fidelity discharge the duties of Metropolitan Council Member without fear or favor, and for the public welfare. So help me God. Congratulations, council members.
Let us welcome Vice Mayor Diane Neighbors to the podium.
Good morning. I want to thank you for the honor of serving as your Vice Mayor. And I'd also like to say a special thank you to Judge McClendon. Not only is she a former council member, but she is also a dear friend. 30 years ago, she and my husband Steve worked together. And on those very rare occasions when our son Josh had to go with Steve to work, Amanda would babysit him during staff meetings. And she always made me feel so secure. She said it was okay. We just put him in a shoebox over in the corner. He was no trouble. But 4 years ago, in 2007, many of us began the journey on the Metropolitan Council. It's been an amazing 4 years, and we have had numerous challenges. When we first were sworn in, weeks later, we were told, you're going to lose the sounds. You're going to lose the predators. And then we did lose some laptops from Howard School. And then we were told we were going to lose control of our schools. Then we had Bell's Bend and the fairgrounds. We had guns in parks, guns in bars. We had the English-only amendment, and we had the anti-discrimination ordinance. The one thing that I am especially proud of is that we won the bid. Nashville won the bid to host the NCAA Women's Final Four in 2014. And we did this before we even broke ground on the new convention center. Nashville was an easy sell. We've witnessed a dip in the economy like we haven't seen in decades, but fortunately Nashville, because of its diverse economy, was not hit nearly as hard as other cities. We have the healthcare industry, universities, publishing, and of course the music industry that makes us Music City. We're building a new convention center. We're building new hotels. We're expanding the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. And our downtown has had a dramatic increase in the number of urban residents. When Mayor Fulton was mayor, he had a vision. He said at one point that he hoped that one day downtown would be a neighborhood, and it is happening today. We had the historic flood in 2010, and our response was quick and amazing. Neighbors were helping neighbors, strangers were helping strangers, and there's a whole lot of work left to be done, but Nashville truly pulled together during one of the worst disasters in our history. It's been a busy 4 years, and while we as a council may not have always agreed, we did work together to find solutions, and from time to time, we would find a compromise. Today, we have a new council, and we start a new journey. Again, there are many opportunities and challenges. My hope is that we will work together with respect and honest communication when confronted with each and every issue. Our job on the Metro Council is not about ego, it's not about power, and it's not about partisan politics. Our responsibility is to take care of the city. It is our job to keep it moving forward. And while Nashville is really doing well, we cannot forget the least among us. It is our responsibility to protect, maintain, and improve the quality of life for every citizen, regardless of where they live, regardless of their age, and regardless of their economic status. It will be a challenging 4 years, but I am confident that we as a council are ready to go to work and to do what is right for Nashville. Thank you again for the honor of serving you and all of Nashville. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nashville School of the Arts Madrigal Singers will now perform Ave Verum Corpus by William Byrd.
Maria
Please welcome the Honorable Patricia Cottrell, Tennessee Court of Appeals Judge in the Middle Division, who will deliver the oath of office to Nashville Mayor Carl Dean.
I, Carl Dean,
I, Carl Dean,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the constitutions
that I will support the constitutions
of the state of Tennessee and the United States,
of the state of Tennessee and the United States,
and that I will faithfully, impartially,
impartially,
and with fidelity
and with fidelity
discharge the duties of Metropolitan County Mayor
discharge the duties of Metropolitan County Mayor
without fear or favor
without fear or favor
and for the public welfare.
and for the public welfare.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Let us welcome to the podium now the 6th Mayor of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, a man who has led our city through a deep national recession and an historic flood, Nashville Mayor Carl Dean.
Well, we're off to a good start with the weather in any event. Vice Mayor Neighbors, members of the Metropolitan Council, members of the General Assembly, members of the judiciary, other elected officials, distinguished guests, Ann, Francis, and Wallen, Rasco, and Memphis. Thank you for being with us today. But most importantly, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be here. It is a privilege to serve as the mayor of this great city. And after 4 years, I am honored to be given the responsibility of leading our city for a second term. When I stood here in 2007, none of us could have imagined the challenges our city and our country would face: a great recession and historic flood. The next 4 years will bring its own set of challenges, such as the city's budget and the need to grow our local economy. And while these challenges are not unique to Nashville, we as a city are unique. We are a city that, despite being faced with fiscal difficulties and a major natural disaster, has managed to progress. We are a city on the rise. We are not a city standing still. I promised 4 years ago that I would spend my time in office focused on 3 things: education, public safety, and economic development. Not many major cities can claim accomplishments in even one of these areas in the current economic environment, but we can claim all 3. Dropout rates and truancy rates in our schools are down. We have more police protecting our streets, and major crime, including homicide, is down. And in the area of economic development, we are positioned to grow our tourism industry. Our number 2 private employer, the hospitality industry, will benefit when the Music City Center opens in 2013. More visitors will be coming to our city and spending their out-of-town money in our restaurants, hotels, and entertainment venues. Those of us elected to represent our citizens have the responsibility of ensuring that our city continues to progress for the next 4 years, and to set the stage for Nashville to succeed in the decades ahead. Certainly, our city would not be where it is today without the leaders that came before us. Mayor Fulton, Mayor Purcell, we are honored you're able to be here with us today. Thank you. For those of us who have just taken the oath of office today, now is our time. We have a new Metro Council, one that is more diverse and even better represents the diversity of our city, with the guidance of a proven leader and Vice Mayor Diane Neighbors. It has been a long, hot summer for some. Many of you fought hard to secure your seat. While today's ceremony marks the end of the campaign season, I must say that the hard work has only just begun. It is now time for us to lead, to come together in a spirit of cooperation, to be about the people who put us here, what is best for them, and what is best for our city as a whole. Nashville is on a course to be one of the great American cities of the 21st century. In the coming months and years, we will be faced with decisions that will either ensure that we continue to move forward as a city or force us to stand still, or even worse, fall behind. We must be bold about embracing our destiny. Starting today, this second term is going to be about what we as a city have to do to be successful. And for me, we have to be focused on making our city healthy. I'm going to take this opportunity, because I have an audience, to ask everyone here that when you go home or go back to your office, to pull out your calendar and circle November 13th and plan on coming back here to our public square to walk or run a 5K with me that day. That's 3.2 miles. We want as many Nashvillians as possible to join us. It is a walk or run. It's on a Sunday. The Titans are out of town. So there is absolutely no excuse why you can't be here. It is for everyone, and it is free. And let me say that again. It is free. And if you want, you can participate in a free 9-week training program that we're offering as part of this challenge. Professional trainers are holding sessions at 13 community centers and 7 YMCA locations all over the city. You can go to mayorschallenge5k.com to learn more. Tennessee has the second highest obesity rate of any state in the country. Getting active is critical for our health and for the health of our children. This is something we have been focused on in my office for a while now, and we are going to continue to aggressively work on this issue during the second term. Being healthy as a city is not just about being physically healthy. We need to be healthy in every sense of the word. That means having a healthy economy, healthy schools, and healthy neighborhoods. The ultimate success of a city depends on one main ingredient: it's people. Buildings are nice, but buildings mean nothing without people. We need to invest in community centers. We need to invest in libraries. We need to invest in fire stations, police stations, schools, sidewalks, and mass transit. We need to invest in these things because we are a growing city, and these public services are essential to keeping and attracting the very people who make our city vibrant and strong, and who will drive our city to the next level of success. Creative, smart, hard-working people. People who will innovate, who will start businesses and spur new jobs. People who will buy homes, have families, and invest in our communities. Of the services in our government, of all those services that we provide, the most critical one to the equation is education. Having high-quality public schools is not only important for the future of our children, it is a powerful economic tool. Young families flock to neighborhoods with good schools, increasing property values. And businesses look at public school systems when they're deciding where to locate and grow. In addition, the level of education of our students achieve has a direct effect on our city's future economic growth. When a city's population of college graduates goes up, both income and gross metropolitan product goes up as well. Just yesterday, in the Wall Street Journal, it was noted that through the first part of the 20th century, jobs and wealth clustered around places like Detroit and Cleveland that had large concentrations of capital and industry. Today, a city's overall education level and supply of higher skilled labor are the big drivers of its economic success. With these realities of today in mind, we need to set a new goal. It's no longer just about getting our students to graduate from high school. It's about getting them to graduate and ready to go to college, and then getting our students to graduate from college, whether it's a 2-year school or a 4-year school. I am setting a marker on this today. Our city needs to double the number of college graduates. The experts say this should take 10 years, and I see no reason why we should not try to get this done in 5 years. There is absolutely nothing as a city we can accomplish that will have a greater or longer lasting impact. Education is the answer to growing our economy. It is the answer to reducing poverty. It is the answer to making our city safer. Now, to do all of this in our current economic environment will be challenging. Our budget constraints are real, and for the foreseeable future, our metro departments are going to have to remain extremely prudent. Tough decisions lie ahead. Some may try to cast doubt and say, these are difficult times, now is not the time to be ambitious. My answer to that is, now is the time to strengthen our resolve. To quote Ronald Reagan, we in government should learn to look at our country through the eyes of the entrepreneur, seeing possibilities where others see only problems. If we are not timid, if we work together, Nashville has the opportunity to become a beacon of culture and economic development. We have everything going for us. We have a community that has rallied behind our public schools. We have a vibrant music industry that is attracting talented artists and business professionals from around the world. We have a tourism industry that is growing and creating jobs to support it. We have the healthcare industry and our great universities. We have the hardest working public servants and citizens who love this city, who want to see it grow, and who know that Nashville is the best city in which to live. I have, and we all should have, an immense sense of optimism about our city's future. We should be thinking and dreaming big. We can be a city that reminds other cities about what makes America great, our people. And because of our people, we are a city on the rise. Thank you for the great honor of serving as your mayor.
Ladies and gentlemen, for today's final performance, representing the deep and diverse level of creative talent here in Music City, we have two Nashville-based songwriters who together have penned over a dozen hit singles. Please welcome husband and wife musical team, Tia Sillers and Mark Selby, to perform the Grammy-winning ballad, I Hope You Dance.
This is for you, Nashville. I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep that hunger. May you never take one single breath for granted. Promise me you'll never lose that empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance. You never settle for the path of least resistance. Living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you
Time
dance.
is a wheel in constant motion, always
I hope
rolling
you dance.
us along.
I hope
Tell me
you
who wants to look back on the years and wonder where those years have gone.
I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. Is a wheel in constant motion,
Always rolling us along.
tell me who wants to look back on their years and wonder where those years have gone. I hope you dance. Nashville, Tennessee, thank you so much. Congratulations, everyone.
We will close today's ceremonies with a benediction from the Reverend James Tex Thomas from the Jefferson Street Missionary Baptist Church.
Let us go from here. O God, make us nothing, that you may be everything. Amen.